Okay, so continuing where we left off, I have Windows Server, Windows Vista, Windows XP, and Windows 7 running at the same time. You might not want to do that unless you have really good specs, but here we're gonna continue. We're gonna enter the CD key for the Windows XP. Alright, so I'm entering the CD key now, and then we'll continue when everything is installed. Okay, so we have Server 2008, Windows 7, Windows Vista, and Windows XP all installed. We're gonna boot up the machines now. Well, first we're gonna change the settings. We're gonna change all the network settings so that they can communicate with each other. So you're going on internal network, you go onto your advanced settings, you leave the adapter type as Intel Pro 1000 MT desktop, and you're just gonna allow all. Alright, so you press OK, and we're gonna do this for all of the VMs that we have here, except for the Windows XP. The Windows XP setup is gonna be a little different, and we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so we're doing the same for Vista. Network, internal network, advanced settings, allow, in promiscuous mode, press OK. Alright, so this is the Windows XP setup now. Windows XP, as I said, was a little different. You're going into your network, same thing, internal network, but in here in the advanced settings, your adapter type is going to be different. The adapter type, is going to stay at PCNet Fast 3. Alright, press OK. Alright, now we're going to boot up all the machines. Alright, so you're just going to log into the systems here. My Server 2008 obviously has a password. Make sure you set a password for your server, especially. All the others could stay without a password for the moment. Alright, so we're gonna configure the network. Alright, the local area, you're going to local area connection, you go into your properties. Alright, and here now you're disabling the IPv6. You're gonna go into the settings for the IPv4, the internet protocols, and you're gonna type in IP addresses. Alright, so the first IP address 192.168.0.1, this is going to be a server. This is what everything is going to be running off of. Alright, you're leaving your subnet mask as the default subnet mask. Your default gateway is going to be the same as the IP address above. Sorry, my bad. So 192.168.0.1. And your preferred DNS now is going to be a loopback address. So 127.0.0.1. You're just going to press OK. And for the others, the IP addresses for all the others, we're just going to increment by 1. Alright. So alright, so we're on Vista now. We go into the local area network settings. Go into network and sharing center. Alright, So you're gonna put network discovery and all that on, so we can share files between the PCs. Alright, so you wanna turn on network discovery, you're gonna turn on file sharing. Continue. Yes, turn on file sharing. Alright, and we're gonna do the same thing for all of these. We're gonna turn on network discovery, file sharing for all the machines that we're running. Alright, advanced settings, turn on everything, turn on printer, save the changes. Same thing for XP. Go into your properties, internet settings, IP addresses. Alright, so this is what I said, we're gonna increment by 1 in your IP addresses. So this one is gonna be 192.168.0.2. Subnet mask stays the same. Your default gateway is gonna be the same IP address we use for the server, right? So 192.168.0.1, and preferred DNS server, same thing as your server address, IP address .1. Alright, press OK. Okay. Alright, so Windows 7, we're gonna do the same thing. We're going into network and sharing. We're gonna go into the adapter settings, local area connection, same thing. So this one is gonna increment once more. We're taking off version 6, and this one is gonna be 0.3. Alright. Same thing with your subnet, same thing with your default gateway. Is gonna be server address. Preferred DNS is gonna be the server address as well. We're gonna do that same thing for Vista. Vista is gonna be 0.4. Alright. Take off your IP version 6. Properties for 4. And your 0.4, your incrementation by 1. Okay, so now that we've done this, we're gonna open command prompt and we're gonna do a ping test. The ping test is basically to check the connection to make sure that we can communicate, right? So we're gonna ping one of the computers, and as you can see that we have sent and received packets, right? So that means we are connected.